Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody. Today is Monday. It means that we take a look at the Bitcoin market again. So market currently stands in the consolidation that we are considering for actually a couple of weeks already. That is absolutely normal and natural price action. So and after the collapse, market turns to some consolidation in the range of some big candle that has been formed on the daily chart, and some silence after the storm. It's absolutely normal, especially when by the market mechanics you have significantly less amount of investors who are now trading, so mostly this is the hedge funds, because lots of speculators and the small traders were washed out on this just miserable drop. So it is normal that activity is reduced a bit. So market is preparing for the next step, but the time of preparation it could depend on the multiple factors. And sometimes it could last for even a few months before the next action will happen. Our task in the current situation is just to make the judgment, the trading plan, according to the price performance that we see, suggest where the potential market could turn up and what the performance market could show in the nearest time, what positions we need to avoid and what positions we could take. For the short-term trading. For a longer term, I already said that scenario around 24, 30, 32, 34 area, so on average around 30 area, is an area for accumulation. Because market has no choice. Here's what will be: either it will turn up and continue upward action, although it might be gradual, or in the case of the downward breakout of a major support area is around 20,024, this level. I already mentioned it. In the case of the breakout of this level to the downside, it means the long-term stagnation on the Bitcoin and return back to the prehistoric period. So in fact, you could get something like same type of action, but as a reflection to this symmetrically to the side, to the right side. So you will see the same fluctuation below 20,000. This could last for years. This will happen in case market will drop back below the 20,000. So we already discussed this moment. Currently, guys, on the weekly chart, since it's already a few weeks has passed since collapse has happened, we could make some conclusion on the price performance based on the weekly chart. And the things that I see, it's not very inspiring for the bullish type of action. As you can see, lots of sell pressure still stands here. So market just trying to starting upward action and it's pressed down. Next week again starting and again pressed down. And take a look at the next week. It was small shadow spike compared to this one. So it means that some bearish pressure exists here, but traders are selling at some predefined levels when market is climbing to the 40,000. Maybe this is coming from the traders who bought coins somewhere around 40,000, and as market has stopped on the 30,000, they have not sold their pockets right here. So right here in the 30, and it's when the market just returned right back up, they are trying to close some positions right in this level. So that leads to some return back to the downside. At the same time, it means this market is not breaking up this level. It means that those who are buying the Bitcoins currently, they are watching for deeper levels. So they are not put everything on the table and just grabbing everything that's are selling currently, just pushing price higher. No, it means that they also buy at some predefined levels. So the market returns right back up. Here is buyers step in and grab the offer somewhere around 30,000 area. So that's the dynamic that we have currently on the Bitcoin on the weekly chart. In the current circumstances, It means that, well, chances on immediate upward breakout and reversal currently looks not very significant. There are a few moments here exist. So pure technical price behavior, as you can see, actually we have the triangle, and it's more and more reminds me the bearish dynamic pressure. Chances on the downward breakout, and I'm not occasionally keep there the target of 20 ticks. So 26 is a potential butterfly target. So if butterfly will be formed here, of this AB swing higher. Maybe it will be a bit smaller if we will calculate the butterfly right from here. This will be maybe 27. But anyway, with the bearish dynamic pressure, market usually tends to take it out with the previous lows. And if this will happen, probably some stops already have been placed here. This will be grabbed, and market easily could reach the 26 target. So that's the performance that we see right now. Second moment is a fundamental. So if you will see the market reaction on the recent statistics have been released, especially on inflation, and dollar, it was mostly dollar supportive. This week on Thursday, we again will get the CPI numbers. And they are also promised to be better than expected, because all inflation indicators currently in statistics shows good performance. So this was the CPI last time, consumer price index. It also was better than expected. And recent report on non-farm payrolls release, if you will take a look at the hourly earnings, it also shows better, stronger inflation than it was supposed by the market. And it means that on the CPI that we will get on Thursday, chances that it also will be better exist. And it also will be additional pressure. Not because it makes impact on the Bitcoin directly, but that it makes impact on the dollar. This is dollar supportive, and it means as Bitcoin trades in relation to the United States dollar. It means that here is also might be some bearish action could happen. So in the current circumstances, based on the price behavior that I see here, I wouldn't take any long position by far. So accumulation for long term, yes, this is possible. But if you're trading on a daily chart, you consider make some speculative trade, I would wait for a deeper retracement and not exclude the chance that market would reach the 26 area. So that's what we have on the daily. Performance on intraday charts mostly supports this idea. So on the fall diaphragm chart, I do not see something really special. The one thing that I could say is that this type of action is not definitely the reversal. So we already talked about this last time. For reversal, we need to see stronger upward action. It should be more thrusting action. Here is rather choppy price of action, very small candles overlapping. It's definitely not the performance that market shows when it starts tending higher. Recent here, probably we could even treat it as some kind of the failure breakout to the upside. So triangle trend line was just standing around it and drops to the downside. Finally, on the hourly chart, take a look on the dynamic of the upward action that we see here, and now the dynamic of the downside action. So you can see some gradual retracement and then collapse again. Here is again gradual retracement and collapse. So this is acceleration to the downside, also indicates some bearish activity around it. And here is minor head and shoulders has been completed. This upward action inside on the channel. So if you have taken the short position around this level as we have specified recently, so you could keep it. So just try your stop to some retracements maybe. And in the current situation, I wouldn't consider taking the long position by far, because chances exist that market could really break the lows that we have on the daily and reach 26-27 area.